We'll start on our backs, and you can choose any reclined posture you want. You might have the soles of your feet on the floor and your knees leaning in towards each other. You can bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees splay out. If you choose that one, you might put blocks here to support your legs and make it a more passive posture to be in. You might just lie flat. Maybe scoot over by the wall or the furniture, put your legs up. However you want to start today. I think I'm going to go with feet together and knees out. And then I'm going to say all the introductory stuff that I forgot to say. See, we had a delayed start because I had internet trouble, and then I forget my whole opening spiel. This is Leo Bray with Gentle Yoga on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center, where you can check out the schedule, make contributions via the tip jar. And for those watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel for us. That helps us out. So get comfortable. If you want to, close your eyes. Do whatever you like with your hands. Rest them on your body or on the floor. Notice your breath, which even before you consciously notice, is slowing down and getting deeper just because you're finding a comfortable position to be pretty still in. And you don't have to remain perfectly still. Always moving, just comfortable can be a moving target. Feeling your contact with the support beneath you. Letting your body relax against it. Taking in the movements of your breath, the way your breathing feels in the posture you've chosen to begin practice. Taking in your surroundings, whatever is reaching any of your senses, situating yourself in your environment, and taking in those bits of my environment that make it through the microphone, across all the kilometers and out your speaker. It stopped now, but there was a dove or doves cooing, singing a minute ago. Cozumel means the name Cozumel in the Mayan language means island of birds. So there's very often bird sound as part of our soundtrack. Shifting away from thoughts of birds, focus inward, scan your body, take in whatever sensations are going on in your body. Especially any unwanted sensation. Any trouble spots that become evident as you scan your body, stiffness or soreness. You might think of directing your breath to the trouble spots, not trying to push away discomfort or banish it or will it away, just inviting ease, inviting more comfort, inviting a little more room into those places that are closed in some way. Let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth with a sigh. If you have your legs like I do with the soles of your feet together and your knees pointing out, bring your hands to your knees and nudge your knees towards each other so the soles of your feet come to rest on the mat. And let's all meet there with the feet planted, knees pointing up. Draw your knees to your chest and hug them. Inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. As you exhale, curl up and fall again. Take a few more breaths with that. And let's grab our straps. We're going to do this sequence with the strap that we more often do near the end of practice. We're going to do it right near the beginning here. Run the strap under your feet. Hold one end in each hand. Reach your arms and legs up. Try to stay grounded here. Check in with your sacrum, that bony plate at the base of your spine. So arms and legs up, not lifting sacrum or shoulder blades or head off the floor for now. Point your toes down toward your face. Point your toes at the ceiling. Toes down towards the face is a nice hamstring stretch, toes towards the ceiling, nice quad stretch. Let your feet relax. Slide them apart. Starting to open the hips up a bit more. Slide your feet back towards each other. Take your right foot out of the strap. Press your right calf and right heel to the floor. Flex your right foot back towards you. Hold both parts of the strap with your right hand. Reach your left arm out to the side with your palm facing up. Then draw your leg to the right, turn your head to the left. Your sacrum will lift away from the floor. Try to keep your shoulders and your head grounded. And we're going to spend a couple minutes in this position, each of the 4 positions for this sequence. And just feel into it. See where your leg wants to go. Now let's remember that the strap is there to help, not to force the leg to go anywhere. Pay attention to how your hip and your lower back feel, how your leg feels. You can always engage gently and coax the leg over some more, or disengage, let it relax. You can back off if it feels like you've gone too far. You can come out of this position if it becomes too much. Sometimes that happens. You can always come back in if you want to, when you want to. Bring everything back up to center. There's our 2-minute mark. Take a strap with your left hand. Press your right hand down on the front of your right hip. Keep flexing your right foot back towards you. Let your limbs go over to the left, keeping the right side down, keeping the right cheek on the ground. Not letting the pelvis roll to the left. thus allowing the left hip to open more effectively. If it doesn't feel good having your leg hang in the air like this, a lot of people find that is comfortable. You can put a block over there under your leg. It's a little tricky. You have to switch hands with the strap, find your block, get it over there, and then you can get the strap back to the left hand, get the right hand back to the hip. If you find that you like having the block there under your leg, with practice, you can gauge the spot on the floor where the block needs to be before you start letting your leg come over. It takes some repetition to get to that. You can always switch hands on the strap and maybe nudge the block a little further away if after a time you feel that your leg wants to go down a little lower. You could change the height of the block. Very gently coming out of this one, bring your limbs back up to center. Raise your right leg, step into the strap, take your left foot out, press the back of your left leg down, flex your left foot back towards you, reach your right arm out to the side, draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. And as you folks come into that, I'm going to take care of a little studio logistics here. I made a mistake in setting up. There's a ceiling fan that's situated between the light fixtures and me, and it makes this strobing effect. Usually turn the fan off. Those lights are on. Didn't do it. So don't mind me turning off the ceiling fan and turning on the other one that doesn't mess with the lighting. I would like to make the videos more watchable, however we can do that. Whether it's framing or lighting or audio. This other dimension that has come into our practice in the last couple of years. Here I feel some pretty deep stretch. My IT band. Definitely some hamstring stretching going on here as well. We'll be focusing a little more on hamstrings today. Come up through center. Switch hands on your strap. Press down on the front of your left hip. And let your limbs drift over to the right. Just making small talk about logistics. It's amazing how long it can take a ceiling fan to stop moving after you've turned it off. It's still very slowly turning up there. And then I noticed my other fan is blowing around some holiday decor that's up on the wall. Maybe I'll have to discontinue fan use. I'll have all this stuff hanging up. Fortunately, it's getting cooler. Be able to make do without the fans. So now we've got paper flapping around, creating a different distraction. And what do I always say? It's not a distraction, right? It's something else to integrate into the practice, something to notice. But in this instance, something that I want to change to make the video a little more tidy. Facilitate focus. Both things are good to know. It's good to know that you can make changes to your practice space, and it's also good to know that things are going to come up. It's okay to just let them be sometimes. Nice and easy. Come back to center. Lift your left leg. Draw your knees in. Set your strap aside. Your knees brought back. Massage against the floor. Let's start to sit up. You could either hold onto your legs and rock forward and back, or you can tip gently onto one side and press your hands to the floor. Go that way. Get comfortable sitting or kneeling, whatever's comfortable for you. Let your arms hang loose at your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. Then your left shoulder up and back and down. Let your chin drop towards your chest. We'll make very slow, gentle, easy circles. Roll your right ear towards your shoulder. Let your head tip back, look up at the ceiling. Continuing on over to the other shoulder. Really take your time. If you find any tight spots, you pause the circling movement to rock back and forth at the tight spots. It's just my day for making video studio adjustments. That little internet where I had to change networks and restart Zoom definitely shifted the rhythm of things in my head. Forgot to open the curtains. Now there's more natural light coming in. Let's change direction with these circles. When you finish the next circle, look forward. Your arms out to the sides, resting just your fingertips on the floor to stay long in your spine. Inhale, reach your right arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the left. Keep both cheeks on the floor. Feel for length from your hip up through your fingertips. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee. Bring your right hand to the floor behind you. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist some more. Let your twist unwind, come through center, arms extend out. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind, come through center. Rest your hands on your knees or on your thighs. We'll do some seated cow and cat. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward. A few more times at the pace of your breath. One more. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. Then flex your foot a few times to rock forward and back. Smooth middle stretch. Everything in the leg. Whatever degree of movement feels good to your leg. You might even try as you come forward, untucking your toes so the top of your toes pressed to the floor. There's a different kind of stretch there. Go as far back as you want. Of course, how it feels for your foot is going to affect how much you want to do here. And let's come back here with the shoulders above the wrists. On an inhale, pick your foot up, reach straight back. Bring it over to the left, crossing your legs, touch your foot down. Bring it over to the right, other side of the mat, touch your foot down. A couple more times. Pick it up, over to the left, touch down. Pick it up, over to the right, touch down. Once more. Bring it back to center line. On the next inhale, reach your left arm out to the side. I got my foot down. You can pick your foot up again if you want. Forgetting it, you bend your knee, reach back, grab your foot or your ankle, kick against your hand, lift your knee and chin. And if you can't grab your foot, that's okay. You can still reach back like this. Aspirational reach. Release, lower down, take a few cow and cat. breath. Bigger range of motion than the seated version we already did. And come back through table. Reach back and press into the ball of your left foot. Start to flex your foot, explore that rocking back and forth. Whatever degree of movement feels right for you. And you can pause anywhere in the back and forth that you want. And come back to about where we started, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, pick your foot up, reach straight back. Swing the foot over to the right, let it down. To the left, let it down. A couple more times. Come back to center line with the foot raised. Inhale, reach your right arm to the side. You could also keep that foot on the ground. This is too much. Bend your knee, reach back if you like, see about that bind. Release, lower down. Take a couple cow-cat breaths. And let's start to stand into a forward fold. If you want, you can use blocks under your hands here to ease this transition. Step your right foot up by your hands and then your left foot. Sway back and forth. You might keep the blocks under your hands or set them aside. Let your hands hang in the air or drag on the ground. Or clasp your elbows. You can take neck traction, clasp your hands behind your head, sort of hug your head with your forearms. The weight of your arms lengthen your neck. Arm your head towards the floor. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, take eagle arms, intertwining arms, pressing hands together. If you take eagle, reach forward with your elbows and up. Forward and up with elbows and hands. Inhale to open up again. And as you exhale, cross the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up, reach your palms up, look up towards your hands, lift up your heart. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale to come up.
Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. I will start some sun salutations. We're gonna incorporate some additional postures for stretching the hamstrings. We'll be pausing in the sun salutation flow. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. So here's the first one. Let your knees bend a whole lot. Let your belly really rest under your thighs. Then reach behind your legs and grab your elbows in your hands. So this makes for shorter breaths. Just let your breath keep flowing. It's okay that the breaths are shorter. Let your head be heavy and hang down towards the floor. Start to lengthen your legs. Now, I didn't say straighten. Probably none of us are going to straighten. You don't have to force the backs of your legs against your arms. See what degree of lengthening the legs here feels okay to you. Half a minute here does wonders for lengthening the hamstring. And maybe half a minute with the one time. After we've done this, subsequent forward folds will be easier and deeper. Release your hands, bend your knees a whole lot. Inhale, lift up. Excuse me. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sometimes I take a drink. That's part of my flow. Okay. We'll do one full sun salutation, and then in the next one, we'll incorporate another hamstring move. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. And if you want, while you're in your plank, you can rock forward and back a bit. This is some nice leg stretching too, flexing in the feet. With the shoulders above the wrists again, exhaling slowly lower all the way down, keeping your elbows in towards your body as you come down. Press into your hands and now lift your head and chest to whatever height feels okay in your lower back. You might find swaying back and forth here from the hips. And also bring in a nice stretch in different places, including hamstrings. Exhale, rock back and up to downward dog. Pedal your feet up and down. That's a very definite hamstring lengthening move. Walking the dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Now another bind we can do here, also good for the hamstrings. A lot of people don't like how it feels, that one we did before with the arms behind the legs. They feel it's uncomfortable pressing against these big tendons in the back of the legs. Something else you can do, starting the same, deep bend in the knees, belly resting on the thighs, head hanging down. Lift the front of your foot, slide your hand under your foot with the palm up. As far as it's okay, whatever feels good for you. You can go as far as this, with the tips of the toes right in the wrist crease. You're standing on that hand with the ball of your foot, toes, or arms. And lift the other foot, get the other hand situated, and if you don't go as far in with your hands as I did, that's fine. It's also a lot of force to be standing on your hands, so maybe you add something between the back of your hands and the floor. And like we did before, we start to lengthen the legs just to the degree that feels okay. Breathing into wherever tightness is registering or the most profound sensations are coming up. We won't spend a half minute. This is called gorilla pose. Bend your knees a whole lot. Lift the front of one foot, slide the hand out, with the other foot, the other hand. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale down. Let's come back to standing. And then another sun salutation. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Exhaling lower, elbows in. You can go halfway down or all the way down. Inhale and bring it. Facing up. Exhale back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now let's play with some balancing after I have a drink. Boy, it's getting hot in here without the fans on. We're going to use our strap for some balance here. Maybe, I should say maybe. I'll offer this with the strap and then show you how to do it without the strap and you can decide. And you're welcome to step over by the wall or a piece of furniture. So one hand could be holding the strap or holding your leg or foot. The other one can be reaching out for support. So we'll start with the strap version. Take the strap and I got mine folded in half, maybe you got it in a loop. You want to be able to step on it, have it under your foot. So it's going to help you with that leg like that. So left hand at your heart, strap in your right hand, looped under your right foot. Keep your spine long. Shift the weight into your left leg without locking that knee. Now this hand, instead of being at the heart, of course, can grab the wall or the furniture. Raise your knee, maybe so your thighs parallel to the floor. It's okay if it doesn't go that high. Then reach your foot forward. And your leg doesn't have to straighten. It's not going to straighten. Probably mine doesn't straighten, and I'm not going to try to make it. If you feel like it, like you're steady enough, you can bring this leg out to the side like that. And your foot doesn't have to be this high. Maybe it's down there, whatever. And if you feel like it, maybe this hand's already on the wall of the furniture, but if you're not using it for support, you can reach it out in the air. And you can always grab your support. You could bring it back to your heart if that feels better. Or bring it to your hip. Yes, wobbling, almost falling. I might fall any second, but I caught myself. Let's see about rewinding. Bring this hand back here or keep it on the support as needed. Swing the leg forward, bend the knee, and let the foot down. Shake things out. Other side. Now we'll do it twice on each side. I'm doing it with the strap first. Afterwards, I'm going to do it without the strap. Maybe you'll do it again with the strap. Now right hand at the heart or on your support. Strap in the left hand under the left foot. Lift the foot, lift the knee.
Spine stays long. When you're ready, reach forward. If you want, come to the side. And if you want, mix it up this other hand. And when you're ready, see whatever slowness and control you can bring into rewinding it all, and coming out, and shaking things out. So now I'll show you how to do this without the strap. You're welcome to do it with the strap again. Clothing adjustment. Maybe I should make this t-shirt to a shorter person. Start moving around and the belly's hanging out. So I'm starting with both hands at my heart. One hand, of course, can be on your support or your strap. Shift the weight to your left leg. Raise your right knee. Now we have a lot of options here. We're going to drop the right hand. You could grab, I like to grab my big toe. That's what works for me. That's sort of traditional. You could also grab the outer edge of the foot, the inner edge of the foot, the ankle, the shin, the calf, the front of the knee, the back of the knee. Essentially, you can grab it where to support this leg. And we do the same kind of movement. You're going to reach your foot forward to whatever degree is okay. If you like, come out to the side. And if you like, play with extending this other arm, which of course can be holding the furniture or the wall, or just checking in once in a while. Nice. And see how slowly and steadily you can rewind it all and shake it out. I'm really feeling that right here. I was actually feeling something here before, just from this sequence. Something going on in the right hip. Hands back at your heart when you're ready, or one hand. Drop the weight to your right leg. Pick up your left knee. And take your time. Find the grip that works for you on your foot or your leg. Reach forward. If you want, reach out to the side. If you want, extend the arm. When you've had enough, wind, find the strength and the slowness. One last shaking, and have a seat. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down. Let your knees bend if they want to. Sometimes we think we're supposed to have the backs of our legs pressing right against the floor here. No need to strain anything. When you inhale, think of coming forward. When you exhale, think of lowering down. Yes, this can stretch your legs, but this is really about feeling for release here in your back. Inhaling, walk your hands up your legs to sit yourself up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart to whatever degree feels okay for you. And then walk your hands down your legs to whatever degree feels okay for you. Bring your right hand over to your left hand for a couple breaths. Then bring your right hand back over to the right side. Bring your left hand over to your right hand. Bring your left hand back over to the left side. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs back towards each other. Plant your hands. Draw your knees up, plant your feet. Lower down onto your back. So let's all be on our backs with the heels in close to your butt. Bridge pose, if you like, you can have a block between your knees on the middle position. To your feet, inhale to lift your hips up. If you want a deeper heart opener here, you can clasp your hands under you, reach your knuckles towards your heels, and wiggle your shoulder blades in towards each other. If you like. As you can see, I don't feel like it today. If you're clasping your hands, release them. Exhaling, slowly let your hips down. Float up and down a few times at your own pace. Inhale to go up and exhale to come down. And let's come to a supported bridge, pausing at the top of the movement. Put a block under your sacrum and come down to rest on it. Allow your body to relax against it. Let that prop do the work. Generally, and the release that registers here will be in the lower back or pelvis, but everything's connected. If you focus, sometimes you can follow that release, you can coax it to go further. Noticing how your lower back feels, relaxing against the block. Maybe you can feel your glutes relax. Maybe you can actually trigger a little lengthening in your hamstrings, even though they're disengaged. Let's come out of the supported bridge, press into your feet, raise your hips, remove the block that's underneath. Exhaling, slowly lower down. Move the blocks out of the way. Try your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll, massage your back against the floor. We're gonna do a deep spinal twist. If you don't feel like doing a deeper one, that's okay. We have other options. So I'm going to go with planting the left foot, crossing right knee over left. If it's too much to cross your knees, you could cross your left ankle over your right knee. Or you could just keep your knees parallel. The closer your knees are to your chest as you come into the twist, the deeper the twist feels. And this is regardless of whether your legs are crossed or not, or which way they're crossed. Reach your arms to the sides, palms up. You can either keep your legs where they are or bring them towards your chest. Let them fall to the left. Turn your head to the right. Try to keep your shoulders on the ground. So this parallel, the twist is just about the spine and the muscles in the lower back. With the ankle crossed over the knee, it's an energizing kind of twist. And with this deeper, intense twist, we get into the IT band, upper lateral, hamstring area. Come slowly up through center. If your legs are crossed, cross them the opposite way. When you're ready, let your knees go over to the right and turn your head to the left. Bring everything up through center. If your legs are crossed, and cross them. Reach your feet up. Often here we'll do happy baby pose. We can play today with gorilla on the back. So like we did earlier, you bend a lot, reach your hands under your feet, going over the tips of the toes. To whatever degree you can, it's okay if you don't get the tips of the toes to the wrist crease. And you can play with extending one leg at a time, or you can extend both, whatever feels good to you. Very different feeling to do one at a time or to do both. And you can make similar movements to happy if you want to. Just be more random about it, explore whatever movements feel good in your body. Or maybe you just want to let go of this bind configuration and do your usual happy baby or some other inversion. Whenever you feel complete inverting, you can make your way to Shavasana. Any posture where you could be comfortable can be your final posture. Closing your eyes if you like. Maybe focusing on your breath. Maybe not really focusing much at all. Begin taking some deeper breaths. And moving around bit by bit. Allowing your movements to grow bigger and bigger. Moving mindfully and taking your time. When you're ready for the bigger movements, gently sit up. Bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within each of you. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your first day of December. See you next time.